Another Bundesliga title is calling us. Can we get over the line though? That's the question. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am frankly FM84 and this is another episode of the Roten Bullen, where we are currently out in Germany managing Red Bull Leipzig. So in the last episode we had our first chance to capture a back-to-back Bundesliga title. Unfortunately we couldn't get past the mighty Bayern Munich as we could only get away with a 0-0 draw. In today's episode we are going to get another chance to win the Bundesliga as we face Werder Bremen. But before we get into that, please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. If you've done that already though, we're going to jump on in and see if we can't get this job done. Okay, so we are back in the game, and as you can see, as I said, we had that 4-point lead at the top of the table. There are only 2 games left to go, and the first of those is against Werder Bremen. If we go to the schedule, you can see that we haven't played any games since the last game. There's that 0-0 draw, and in terms of the competitions, there is just 2 games left to go. We have guaranteed ourselves a Champions League place already. We are looking to turn that CL into just a C, as we want to win the Bundesliga and become champions. So let's have a little look at the team selection that is going to be facing off against Werder Bremen, and we are going to be picking the following. Got Galaxy in goal. We need to change Sirachi for Angelino. Got Rudiger, Konate at the back. Lamptey is also going to have to come out. He is going to be replaced by Weverton. We have then got Forsberg, Tonali and Olmo in the middle, with Sobolai, Arezzo and Brenner. There's a lot of talk in the media about Arezzo not scoring as many goals as we thought he would. I'm going to continue to give him chances, especially in a big game like this. I think he will come good. So let's push on forwards and see what happens against Werder Bremen. Okay, here we go in the game that could potentially decide the Bundesliga for this season. It's not a good start though, as Werder have the first highlight. Tonali with a good tackle though to force them wide, and they have a header that's hit the crossbar. It's gone out for a goal kick, but positive signs there for Werder Bremen. Not a good start for ourselves, as we are put on the back foot quite early. I was hoping that would be us creating the chances, but 20 minutes on the clock. Not had a lot going on in the game. We've had 60% of the possession and 2 shots, but it's Werder Bremen with another highlight as a corner is swung in, and Galaxy I think made a save that time. Forsberg now with a free kick for us, plays it straight to the goalkeeper. That's quite disappointing. Hopefully we are going to get the ball from this turnover, and that's exactly what happens. Rudiger plays it to Forsberg, but they get it straight back, and Werder Bremen here look quite dangerous. They've had another shot that's put on the top of the goal, and they're getting closer and closer. It's saying that we've had 3 shots also, but they have had the ones that have been displayed in the highlights, and this is not looking good. We are all of a sudden crawling towards this league title, and Rudiger's gone and got himself sent off as well. Wow, this is really not what we wanted. Unfortunately, I was saying I was going to give Arezzo as much chance as I could. That is pretty much going to be it. I'm going to bring Max Norman Williamson on in his place and hope that we can now withstand this barrage, because I think I saw Dortmund are winning in their game. We are struggling with a 0-0 draw here. Let's try and get a closer look at that. So yeah, Dortmund are 3-1 up against Leverkusen, and we are looking in danger here as Bremen are on the attack again, but Forsberg takes the ball. Goalkeeper gives it straight back to them, getting penned in a little bit here. They're knocking it around nicely, Werder Bremen. Player crosses it in, and there is Rashica, and he's given them the lead, and that is really disappointing considering what's on the line here. The gap will be down to 1 point if it stays like this. But Brenner is trying to thrust us forwards. He plays it out to Forsberg, plays it back to Brenner, and there's an equaliser. That's more like it. A great goal there as Brenner breaks forward, plays it into the path of Forsberg takes his time to pick the pass in behind. Brenner with a nice side foot finish past the goalkeeper. And all of a sudden we are back in the game. I don't know whether a point is enough because it means that we only need a point in the last game. I'd rather get all 3 points in this situation. But I can't have everything with Rudiger being sent off and leaving us in the lurch. It's going to be very difficult either way. Right now I would take a point, I'll be honest. But it looks, according to the stats, like we are the team with the momentum, as we give away a free kick here to Bremen on the edge of the box, and they've hit the post. That was so close. Let's try and get a cheeky substitution in. We're going to bring on Koyo George wide left, and I want to bring on Alejandro Salas in the middle. So let's try and get them done. 78 minutes, going to give them players 10 minutes to try and influence the game, but it's Bremen on the attack again. Somebody needs to get out there and try and make a tackle. Nobody does, allowing them to just pass the ball around. It comes into the middle. There's a blocked shot that goes through to Galacci, and luckily we're just clinging on here. So Dortmund are winning 3-1, 3-2 now, as Koita gets a goal back in the 93rd minute, and we are having a throw-in. Koyo George loses the ball, and all of a sudden Bremen are 2-on-1, cross the ball, and they have scored in the 93rd minute of the game to break our hearts. And it means that we are going down to the last game of the season with only a point lead. If we do not win this league, it will be a monumental bottle job from our lads. So, not much to say about that. Rudiger's really cost us there by getting sent off. Thought we had a chance when Brenner got us back into the game. Didn't want to mess about with it too much. Turns out it probably wouldn't have been enough even if I had it done. So, we are going to push forward. It'll be the last game of the season and the title deciding episode. So, before I sign off this one, please don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button to help the channel. But for this one, it's going to be a wrap. Join us next time out to see if we win the Bundesliga.